You're listening to Tone on your number one music station. It's Shawn Mendes. If I can't have you, it is my favorite time of the day. It is co-host Tuesday, and we've got my co-host for the day, Alex.
How's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm just chilling. I'm just working, you know.
Okay, so that's cool. So you got kicked out of a school in Mexico at the age of 7.
Yeah,
I feel like that has to be, I don't know what you did, but when we come back in a few minutes, we'll get into that story. Right. And we'll also get to know our co-host. But you said you wanted to hear this next song, so I'm going to let you introduce it.
All right, cool. You guys are listening to Thank You Next by Ariana Grande.
Delaney Jane and his Bad Habit on your number one music station. How's it going? You're listening to Tony. It is co-host Tuesday, and my co-host for the day is hanging out with me. Alex, what's going on?
Usual, man. Working, hanging out, all that stuff, having a good time.
Okay, so you got to move around a lot as a kid, and I'll just let you tell us that story because you were born in Prince George.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened after that?
All right, so I was born in Prince George, and I basically moved down to Summerland. Or first I moved to Penticton, so I lived in Penticton for a little bit, and then I moved to Summerland, and then
how old were you when you moved to Penticton?
I was 1.
Wow,
I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
No, I have no idea.
All right, keep it going. Yeah.
But yeah, I spent a couple years in Summerland, and then I pretty much went down to Mexico because my mom had to have surgery and stuff like that down there, so she put me in school and stuff like that. So I was in school for most of kindergarten, and then I came back for grade 1, and then grade 2 I was in, and then this is when this incident took place.
Okay, right? where you got kicked out of school at the age of 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
All right, so basically, this school was so weird, man. It was like a prison. They kept you in it was like a caged place. I don't know if every school in Mexico is like that, but this one was really, really weird.
And where was it?
Guadalajara.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, Guadalajara.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, basically I was kind of just this oddball at the school because everybody wore uniforms and stuff like that, and I just wore whatever I wanted.
Yeah, little rebel. Okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. And pretty much we had this cafeteria where people would go in and they'd make their food for the day, sandwiches and stuff like that, and I would just bring a bag of hot Cheetos, do my thing, and they had a dance class. I'm nah, I'm not dancing. So they'd make me count bottle caps in Spanish and stuff like that.
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah, basically this incident happened in the little cafeteria, and there was this kid sitting next to me on my right, and there was this girl sitting in front of me on the opposite side of the table. And for some reason, I don't know how this conversation started, but this kid was like, "I bet you won't bite me." And I'm like, "Really? You really think I'm not going to bite you?" And he's like, "Yeah, you won't bite me." He was just testing me and stuff like that. So I had this, my whole class looking at me, and they didn't know me. So
you could not disappoint them.
Yeah, I could not disappoint, especially when I was acting all tough and stuff like that. So I was like, "All right, I'm going to give you one last chance, man." And this kid stuck out his arm. And I just sunk my teeth into his arm like a zombie.
Wow! And you got kicked out of school for doing that?
Yeah, he screamed so loud, man. He was acting more tough than me, but he screamed so loud. And basically, principal came in, asked what happened, saw blood. I drew blood from this kid's arm.
Wow!
Yeah, so they called my mom and stuff like that, and I didn't even know what was going on, but I never went back to that school after that day.
Okay,
and,
so so that right there is wow. That is a very so. Did you get kicked out of any other school except for that one?
I mean, I was pretty close to getting kicked out of high school here, just because I wasn't doing my work and stuff like that. I was pretty close, but I've been suspended a bunch of times and stuff like that.
All right, so you're not the. I mean, you want. I mean, not to say anything terrible, but you're not the perfect example.
No, I'm definitely not the perfect example.
All right.
No, definitely not.
All right, so when we come back, we'll get to know a little bit more about today's co-host.
Sure. Here's what's happening.
You're listening to Tone on your number one music station. It is co-host Tuesday, still hanging out with the 25th co-host of the day, Alex Wensley. You are a rapper.
Yes, sir.
What kind of music do you make?
All right, I try and do a little bit of everything here and there. I try and just spit bars and stuff like that. But I like to throw in a little bit of melody and stuff in there. I like to make some just anything, literally any hip hop genre you can think of.
Okay. So what exactly inspired you to go into music? Because I feel everybody has a story behind why they did what they did. So what was yours?
All right, so I kind of always knew from when I was young that I wanted to do something big, like somewhere,
Yeah.
right? So for the longest time, I thought I was gonna be like a YouTuber or whatever.
Okay.
And to some extent, like I was, like I got a like 1.3k on YouTube. It's
Okay,
not that
wow,
much,
okay.
but
yeah. But
yeah.
you had somewhere to start.
yeah, exactly. So it was like I was kind of going with that, and then it's like I can't be like on YouTube forever. Like I gotta
Yeah.
do something creatively to keep my mind fresh. And then I was kind of like, hey, why not spit music or whatever? And basically, like I really didn't want to at first, but
Yeah.
it was kind of my friend. Like my friend was rapping before me,
All right.
and we like the first song I ever made was like for a school project on like
Okay, nice.
Kim Jong-un. So
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
that's the
Alright.
first song I made.
All right. So, two biggest rap inspirations for you.
Oh man.
Okay, you got to think about this. Putting you on the spot.
Okay.
right there.
Number one, honestly, would probably be Earl Sweatshirt. Like I love Earl Sweatshirt
Okay.
so much.
All right.
And then probably my second one. Oh man, this is different. I know Earl's like my top one for
Yeah.
sure. But my second one, I probably gotta say it's like Ghostman or something like that.
Okay.
Just because he's like he just knows how to combine two genres like so
Oh,
incredibly
okay.
well.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm striving to do. Is like I want to find a sound that's super unique and
To
whatever.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And just like try and make something new.
Huh, okay, that's a really brilliant path to go. So when we come back after the break, a part of the show that a lot of people like, you're going to get to read last week's co-host letter.
Awesome, man.
They might get you to do stuff, so now that's gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
All right, this is good. This is good.
Cool. All right.
Some things don't sit right.
You're listening to Tone on your number one in music station. It's Carrie Hilson and Carnello Fischel kicking things off in the 4 o'clock hour. It is Co-Host Tuesday. I have got a co-host profile of my co-host for the day up on our website, sunonline.ca. You could also check it out on our Facebook page, 97.1 Sun FM. And we've gotten to a part of the show that a lot of people like to listen for. It is the part where this week's co-host Alex gets to read the letter that Todd Pace,
Oh man.
last week's co-host, left. Now he might get you to do something ridiculous. I don't know, but
All right.
I'll let you open the letter.
Do you care if I break the envelope?
No,
Okay,
go ahead.
cool.
Just you can rip it as bad as you want, and we just need all the information that is in it. So you'll tell us exactly. He'll give you 3 words of wisdom, and then he'll throw in a little dare for you there. So I'll just he's going through that.
Man, this is some hard.
It's gonna go in
packaging.
the garbage anyway, so you can rip it out. Yeah. Okay.
cool.
There you go. He got it out. Okay.
All right. One relay to man. He has the worst handwriting. I'm not even gonna lie. All right. Have the time of your life.
Okay.
Smile.
All right.
That's number 3. Smile. It makes your voice sound cheery.
Okay.
Dare. 5 push-ups in the studio.
5 push-ups in the
All right, do
studio.
I got to do this
No,
right?
hold on.
Okay, I'm prepared.
This is good. So can you're going to be able to do 5 push-ups, right?
I hope so.
Man, I thought, Todd was last week's co-host. Great guy. I thought he was going to get you to do like maybe 20 push-ups, but nah, 5 push-ups
Man.
is
Thank you.
that's- yeah.
I'm so happy I don't have to do
he got-
20.
But what is the largest what is the most push-ups you can do?
I've like no cap. I've done 100 push-ups.
You've done 100
But
push-ups.
that's because I used to do karate.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Well, because I if I had to do push-ups, maybe I could do 20. And I think that's pushing it. So
Now I
Nah.
could probably do like maybe 30 max.
maybe
maybe
okay,
30.
Sweet. So I'm gonna get you to introduce this next song.
All right, cool. You guys are listening to Antidote by Travis Scott.
Sweet Little Lies, that is below on your number one in music station. It is co-host Tuesday. Alex is still hanging out with me. So we've got a co-host profile of Alex up on our website, sunonline.ca. You can also check it out on our Facebook page, 97.1 Sun FM. If you want to see what Alex looks like and you also want to know, what makes him tick, you want to go to sunonline.ca. So Alex, coming up in a few minutes, you said you almost got elected as your school's valedictorian as a
Yep.
joke.
Yep, that's true, man.
Okay, that's going to be a story that I would like to hear. But
For sure.
One thing you might not know is you've been doing this for about an hour now.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a full hour that you've
That's
been
crazy.
co-hosting. How do you feel?
It's pretty good. I like it.
So you got to do a tour of the station.
Yeah.
Was it different than anything you thought of before coming in?
I mean, generally, it kind of like looked how I thought it would,
Yeah.
but like just like laid out differently and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, no, I mean, it was cool to see how stuff works and stuff like that.
Okay, nice. So, what advice would you give to anybody who's thinking about co-hosting a show? Like, what would you tell them? Because I know a lot of people get nervous when they're asked to come in, or a lot of people are maybe nervous about just entering.
Yeah.
What has your experience been, and what advice would you give to anybody who's thinking about
Well,
co-hosting?
Honestly, if you're thinking about it, I think you should just go for it because it's good. Like, and it's not as scary as you think. It's kind of just like having a normal conversation.
There you
Like,
go.
that's just me though. I don't know about other people. But
Yeah.
it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah, so Alex came in not nervous at all.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. But when we come back, we'll put you on the hot spot. You'll tell us exactly what happened that almost got you elected as
Yes,
your
sir.
school's valedictorian, because I feel like that will be a story for the books.
Oh yeah.
The brand new one from Halsey, it is Nightmare on your number one music station. Still hanging out with me on co-host Tuesdays, Alex. So you almost got elected as your school's valedictorian as a joke. What
Yep.
happened?
All right. So this happened like last year.
Okay.
And basically, we all got into like the assembly or whatever, where
Yeah.
they're like, okay, walking us through what we're gonna do at the end of the year for grad and stuff like that. And then they're like, oh, and you can fill out these forms to like nominate your friends for valedictorian.
Okay.
My friend had this like really, really funny idea, I guess, to like put my name down and get a bunch of signatures.
Okay.
So like here I am, like
Yeah.
I got into like the final 6 or whatever,
Okay.
like out of everybody who
Yeah.
submitted. So you got to choose valedictorian from like these 6 kids, and I was
Yeah.
up there with like kids who won like the national science fair and like
And here you are,
yeah.
biting people and
getting kicked out of school and stuff like that. So yeah, and it was so funny because people were like, he doesn't even have the right to like be on there and stuff like that. And I'm like, I guess haters gonna hate. Like,
but it didn't happen.
well, like, okay, here's the thing, all right? I was told I got the most votes out of
Wow.
anybody.
Okay.
But I have no way to know if that's
Okay,
true or anything.
yeah.
But I was told by the people who were counting.
Well,
And it turns out I was something what you call not a grad in good standing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like I actually won the nomination.
yeah, but they couldn't just put you up there.
They were like, all right, we are not putting
gonna
this
do
kid
that.
up on the
Evan.
stage.
Wow. So I guess that's what. But was it something you ever wanted, or was it just just
Honestly, I wanted it for the clout.
For the
That's all I want. Like if I got it, I probably wouldn't have done any of the work for it.
Yeah,
'cause
for
it's
it,
like
yeah.
going at lunch and I
Yeah,
wouldn't have
you're
done
not that kind of
No,
guy.
Definitely not.
Okay. Well, that's a really interesting story.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the music going. We've got Ariana Grande coming up next, but first, the new one from Rehab and Jocelyn Alice. This is Radio Silence and Sun FM. You're listening to Tone on your number one music station. It is co-host Tuesday. Alex is still hanging out with me, my 25th co-host. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to give you an award.
Okay.
And I will. I think I will call you one of the. Well, you're not disruptive in the studio, but just looking at all the stuff you've done and the people you've bitten in Mexico, I think I would call you. I think I would give you an award of what is the most disruptive co-host we've had so far.
Hey,
but
that's good.
also one of the calmest.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah,
I
because
can go with that.
You came in and you were not like I did not smell an ounce of nervousness in you. So
Yeah.
nah, I feel like a lot of co-hosts might want to learn from you. So if you want to know what today's co-host is all about, go to our Facebook page, 97.1 Sun FM. We have a co-host profile up, and it's also up on our website, sunonline.ca. So are you a huge Kurt Cobain fan?
I mean, I listen to Nirvana and stuff like
nice.
that. I'm not like crazy like
Crazy,
Nirvana
yeah,
head or
yeah.
anything like that, but I love Kurt. Like I watch a lot of his interviews and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and he just like really intrigues me as a person.
Yeah.
Like he has some really cool philosophies about stuff like that, and just I mean, I enjoy the music too
Yeah,
for
of
the
course,
most
yeah.
part. But yeah, no, I guess you could say I'm a Kurt Cobain fan.
Yeah, and you know why I asked this? Because your favorite quote
Yeah.
says, "The duty of youth is to challenge corruption."
Yes, sir.
Where did you get that? And like I know it's from Kurt Cobain, but
Yeah.
like was that on a documentary or something you read somewhere?
Well, honestly, I'm not gonna cap. I just searched up Kurt Cobain quotes. That's exactly what happened.
Okay, that's exactly what. Okay.
But I had a feeling like I heard that somewhere before, and I was
Yeah.
just kind of like going back to it.
Going
But
back to it,
yeah.
just no, that's pretty cool. So we're getting to the end of the show. Thank you so much for doing
Cool.
this. This has been absolutely fun, and I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Cool.
What
Let's get it.
advice would you give anybody about co-hosting a show?
Just be yourself. Come in. Try your best not to be nervous. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it happens, but
Yeah.
like, honestly, like I said before, it's just like literally like a normal conversation. It's just like pretty chill.
All right, so there you go. So do you, because I know you're a performer, because you're a rapper. and
Yeah.
you're a performer. Do you ever get nervous when you're about to perform, or have you ever been nervous? And what do you do to just overcome that?
Well, like I got a show coming up on Friday here
Okay,
in
nice.
Summerland.
Oh, wait, what's happening? Where is it happening? What's going on?
Okay.
Let's talk about it a little bit.
All right, cool. Art gallery, old art gallery.
Yeah?
Or old library, I mean.
Okay.
This is going to get confusing. I'm sorry, guys. Okay.
So you have to be specific so
Okay.
people don't show up somewhere and look for
Here we go.
Okay.
It's the old library in Summerland that is
Okay.
now known as the Art Gallery
Okay.
on the first floor, Friday, May 31st, 6 to 9. And I'm going to be performing there with a couple of my buddies. I got a
Nice.
friend from Kelowna who's coming down to perform.
Nice.
But yeah, like honestly, like when I perform, like it's gonna be nervous because it's like I
Yeah.
don't know how the crowd is gonna react and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
that's true.
So honestly, the only way I get over it is just by going out there and giving it everything.
Huh.
That's just what you gotta do.
Yeah, you just got to take the bull by the horn.
Cause like the crowd is not gonna get hyped up if you're not hyped up. You gotta be hyped up. Like,
Yeah, so it starts with you basically.
exactly.
That is a very that's a really cool way. That's a really cool way
Yeah.
to put it. I mean, like that's some really good words of wisdom.
Thank you.
Sun FM.
Brand new music from Khalid and his talk on your number one at music station. Tony hanging out with you at his co-host Tuesday, and Alex came with a very good friend of his, Graydon.
Hi everyone, how you doing today?
I am good, Graydon. Tell us about yourself.
That's putting me on
Just
the
throw
spot.
you in the spot. Yeah, right, correct.
Yeah.
So okay, let's go with this. How did you meet Alex?
Me and him used to we used to do a thing called Aikido together.
Okay.
He said
That
karate,
was
but
so long. Well, I did karate after I did Aikido.
oh,
Okay.
okay.
So yeah.
So what is Aikido?
It's a martial art
I don't even
where
Okay.
it's instead of karate, you throw a karate
Okay.
kick or whatever.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's you let the person hurt themselves.
All right. Okay.
You make them go in a way that we're not hurting them. We just grab them in a certain way, and then they end up hurting themselves.
Okay, now that's interesting. So I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. Tell us an embarrassing story that you remember about Alex.
Man, I don't know if it's true, but
Okay. Okay.
someone I don't know if this is a rumor or not.
Yeah.
But someone told me that you threw your own poop at a buddy.
Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna cap, bro. That's completely true.
Okay. Okay. We're not even going to get into that story at all.
That's a story for another day.
That's a story for another day.
I'll leave you guys guessing what happened, but that was crazy.
Okay.
a
So
long
my
story.
co-host for the day, Alex. Okay, this is the final break. Thank you so much for doing this, by the way.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
So you've got a show coming up this Friday. I'm
Yes, sir.
gonna let you talk about that.
All right, Friday, May 31st, 6 to 9. You can do some of this too if you want, Graydon. Help me out here.
Yeah, May 31st, 6 to 9. It's going to be a great show. It's a smaller venue, so
Are
get
you
there
performing
while you
too?
can. No, I'm just his manager.
Oh, you're his. Okay, so you
Yeah.
brought your mat. Okay, this
Yes, sir.
this is good. This is good. So I guess you guys are keeping the money between yourselves. I feel like we should split it 3 ways and go like a little, little 40.
Toss you.
My math sucks, but you've got a bunch of friends listening, so I'll let you shout out your friends, and then we'll just head out right away.
All right, cool. I'd like to shout out my friend Nick. It's his birthday tomorrow, so I'd like to wish him an early happy birthday. I'd like to say what up to my friend Andrew. He's out in Vancouver. I miss him a lot. Shout out to my friend Jacob. He's out in Italy. He's making music with me, and he's back soon. And shout out my friend Aaron. He's just cool. So
All
shout
right.
out, shout out Aaron.
Sweet. So a big shout out to everybody. Remember, if you would like to co-host the show, go to sunonline.ca. Famous last words.
I may or may not have thrown my poop at somebody.
The Sun FM iHeart.